Facebook ads can take all your money and time if you do not set them up right. That is why in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to create your first traffic campaign to your offer with Facebook ads. Make sure to watch the video in the cards for my full walkthrough of the Facebook ad interface if you are unfamiliar with it. Let's head over to Ads Manager.
Take action now.
We're going to go through the process of creating your first ad, and this one is going to particularly be for traffic. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and click on this nifty little create button, and it will bring up this window. And for this one, we're going to do a traffic campaign. So we click traffic and click continue, and you go through this naming process. For me, I like to be very specific in my naming convention. So this will be 01, top of funnel. This is a traffic campaign, and I'm going to optimize for landing page views, and it will be a prospecting campaign. And the rest of this, for the most part, really we don't need to worry about. We will be using campaign budget optimization. All that campaign optimization does is we're doing one budget for multiple audiences, and Facebook will use its ad auction and algorithm to disperse the funds as it sees fit to multiple audiences. So we're just going to use the daily budget of probably $10 to $15. We'll go with $15. Most traffic campaigns you really don't need to spend a lot of money on per day. So do that and then click next. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to again name this. I like being specific in my naming convention, so this will be ad set 01, and this will be a broad audience, men and women 25 plus, and we'll say within the US. After you have done your ad set name, you'll go through and you'll go to budget and schedule. I like putting things out 1 week, so that way if there's any changes I need to make before I launch this, I have time to make those changes, because sometimes once the ads publish, it takes a bit more time for everything to get approved and active. So this just makes that process a bit easier. Scroll down to audience, and this is where if you have a custom audience, you can bring that in, locations and age. So we're going to click on this, and we want to do men, women 25 plus, all genders, 9 times out of 10. Don't need to worry about detailed targeting. We do want all placements or automatic placements, and we are going to optimize for landing page views. That is someone who sees the ad, clicks on it, goes to your landing page, and waits for it to load. Once you've done that, click next. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to name this ad 01. And this could be a static ad that is 1080 by 1080. Make sure you have your Facebook name, Instagram or Facebook page, Instagram account specified. For this, we are going to be creating a new ad with a single image or video. So then you just go through the process of doing ad creative. So you're going to select your media, so that is a static image or video, putting in your primary text, headline, and description. So we will go ahead and find an image, and we want one that is close to square or one that we can crop. So we'll do next, and we're going to crop this so that it is square, so 1080 by 1080 or 1 by 1. Click apply, and as you'll see, it will be changed or adjusted to the different placements. If you have different images, you can do that, but for the most part, just doing one image that's 1080 by 1080 is a good route to go. Once you've selected your image, go ahead and click next. And Facebook will ask if they want them to optimize the ad. So basically they're just doing some color filtering for the most part. Unless I really want them to do it, I just go ahead and click done. Okay, you now have that. So you can add your primary text and your headline text. Now you'll notice as we're going through this, you see this 1 of 5. So particularly with lower spend type campaigns, in this case a landing page view campaign, rather than testing a bunch of different variations of primary text and headline text, you can put in up to 5 different variations of primary text, 5 variations of headline text. And what Facebook will do is that it will go through and test all these variations and find which one is resonating the most with your desired audience. So this is a great way to test, save you some money, and find something that is effective without you having to spend a lot of dollars. So as you go through, you get to description. This is optional. It pulls in right down here. We're going to put in our URL. So we now have our description and our headline. We can see where that all falls in. You can put in a display link. So if you're using a URL that is like tombroshinsky.com/Facebook and you don't want it to show the Facebook, you can have it show where it's just tombroshinsky.com, and then you select your call to action. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you select your pixel tracking. So it'll ask for website events, and you're going to go ahead and select your Facebook pixel, make sure that is in, and if you need to, URL parameters. So the main reason why we're doing a traffic campaign is that it is low cost, and we're going to use this option to run multiple versions of text so that Facebook can test and iterate for you to help you save some time and money in your testing process. So now that is done, you can go ahead and click publish. Now you'll close out of this, view and publish up here. Okay, now that you have done that, you now have this particular campaign, your first campaign for a top of funnel traffic campaign of driving people to your site at a low cost. You're going to be able to test. And now that you've kind of built this one out, if you want to test different audiences, the simplest way to do that is just click duplicate. And now Facebook is going to take everything you built out in that first ad set, and now you're just going to make some minor changes. And let's say you want to target women only. We will do that real quick. You can go down here, and where it says all genders, we want women only, and close out of this and hit review and publish, and then Facebook will go through, publish it. It's already duplicated that ad, and now you are testing and iterating, and Facebook will take that $15 today and allocate it not only to whichever ad set is performing best, but also whichever ad is performing best. And there you go. That is all there is to it in building a traffic campaign. This is a great way to test at a very low cost and getting people to the offer or your product on your website, and to be able to test and save you guys some money.
Now that you know how to make your first ad, watch this video here to have high converting ads for your holiday season. And watch this video because YouTube thinks you're going to like it. Until next time, see you soon.